Hi, I'm Alice Yauger. I'm the Fighting Soccer Mom. I'm making my return to the XKO cage on XKO 31, June 25th at the Gas Monkey Live. Be there, I'll put you in timeout. Late 90s, early 2000, I was a professional boxer, and I got pregnant with my son. May 2013, I looked at my husband one night after watching some fights, and I said, hey, I was over 200 pounds at the time. I said, hey, I want to try this again, but I want to do MMA.
I'm ready, baby.
All right, fight fans, we are back as the third fight of the night commences. It's about that time when we talk about the soccer mom, Alice Yauger, the one who loves to throw elbows, knees, kicks, bleed, win, lose. She is the ultimate soccer mom.
She's not just a great fighter, she's an epic human being. She's a wonderful person. And here's the thing with Alice, okay? Let's talk about this real quick. So folks who may not know this, when you're in the rules meeting in the back prior to the fights, the referee will always ask, is there anything I need to know? Are you double jointed? Do you have a certain pain threshold? Do you have certain whatever? What do I need to look for so I don't call the fight if it doesn't need to be called? And Alice's thing that she always tells the referees, I bleed a lot, don't stop the fight. I've got scar tissue, I will bleed. That's Alice's thing. Now, it's funny in one regard because we've seen her bleed and we see her win. But just before her last XKO fight, she fought in another organization, had an opportunity to get a big contract with yet another organization, and by poor refereeing, they stopped the fight too earlier because of the blood, even after the referee had been warned. This woman will fight through anything to get the victory. Alice, the soccer mom Yauger. 3 wins, 4 losses. She's 38 years old. I hope she doesn't kill me for saying that.
Well, she's walking right behind you. She's focused. She's ready to go.
And with her team,
sweetest woman in the world. Both of her kids actually just won their first jiu-jitsu tournament.
That's right. It was all over the internet. But I mean, she is, her and her husband are two of the neatest people you ever want to meet.
I love talking to them. They arrived here about 2 hours early, had about a 30-minute conversation with them. When you walk up to them, you're family. They treat you like family.
Yep. So there she is, her husband holding up her team banner, training with Evolve Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And we will welcome her opponent, Roxy Ceasear. Very physically strong opponent. Somebody who's quite tough, and I think that's an understatement. Roxy Ceasear is incredibly physically dominant and tough. She has really hard work ethic. You see that in the way that she trains. She brings the same thing to the cage.
Not to mention, she's 25 years old, has a 7-year-old son, her and her husband. They train at Spartan's Gym. Now, she is Brazilian, so half of her team from Brazil train no-gi, and when I asked them about that, the no-gi is the luta livre.
Luta livre.
Luta livre is the no-gi.
Yep.
And with the gi in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the garçon Gracie.
Yep.
So we're going to see a little bit of both.
Yep.
Now, she only trains with men. There are no females in her gym. They do put men with her that are her weight and above her weight.
Which is really smart for your ground game.
Right. She also trains at Evolution Gym for ground. She trains at the Spartan Gym for her stand-up. 9 weeks of training for this fight. She has power. She has aggression. She has focus, and the weight cut was just fine. She is ready for the ultimate soccer mom, Alice Yauger.
Yeah, and she's really physically a very strong person. And I've watched, had a chance to see her train, and you can tell with those legs. I mean, she's got powerful legs, and obviously she's going to want to be on the ground.
We're talking about Roxy Ceasear. She's 0-1 as a professional. It is time to take it to the cage with Travis Baxter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It's in the 125-pound weight division. It's sponsored by Mobile Sound System. Your referee in charge of this contest, Don Turnage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters fighting on the blue corner. She's trained in mixed martial arts, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and striking. Holds a professional fight record of 3 wins and 4 losses. Stands 5 feet 4 1/4 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds. Representing Evolve Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and War Room Gym from Burleson, Texas, Alice, the Soccer Mom, Yauger. And her opponent, fighting on the red corner, she's trained in mixed martial arts and holds a fight record of 0 wins and 1 loss. She stands 5'5" and weighed in at 126 pounds. Representing El Paso, Texas, Sparta Academy, from El Paso, Texas, Ruthless Roxy Ceasear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you're going to see something case tonight. There's 3 more things you must do for this. Fight and say fight, stop and say stop. Most importantly, intelligent and finish off all times, touch gloves, back up and run.
And here we go. The cage doors are closed as we begin round 1. Roxy Ceasear, Alice Yauger. Touch gloves. Here we go.
Okay. Alice, of course, working her striking with the great Stephen Wright, Dutch kickboxer, striking coach of Johnny Hendricks.
Roxy Ceasear's coach telling me that they really hope the victory comes away by submission to show and demonstrate how powerful and influential Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is.
Yeah,
but if it comes by way of knockout,
yeah, you listen, take what you can get, and that's a huge, big right that Roxy just swung at Alice. Alex looks crisp, man. I mean, everything's very pinpoint with Alex these days. You don't see a lot of wasted energy. Takes a couple shots there. And right here, watch for the takedown by Roxy. Need to immediately go for defense.
And this is what she's been working on for 9 weeks.
Yeah, and here is Alice has got a lot more experience in MMA than Roxy does. Roxy's only got 1 pro fight. Alex has 7.
Stephen Wright yelling in the corner at Alice Yauger, push away, you don't want to be there.
That's right, and what he's doing, he's calling out for that creative striking where she's actually scoring points off of her back. Even though she's on her back, she's in a controlling position, and if you can score points, that's what you want to do. Roxy doing a good job by putting her top of her crown of her head and Alice's chin. Really makes it difficult for Alice.
Right now we're 1 minute and 31 seconds into the fight.
Well, and Alice is trying to set up a triangle right here, maybe switch over to an omoplata, and she doesn't get it. Roxy gets out of that. Roxy showing, yes, okay, you know some BJJ too. Congratulations, I'm just going to get out of that, Alice, and we're going to keep working this off.
And so right now, Alice Yauger is 15 for 15 on strikes against 13 to 10 for Roxy Ceasear. 15 to 12 now, 17-17 apiece. The strikes are influencing damage, and that's taking notice for the judges, but ground control definitely in the favor by Roxy.
Yeah. You know what, and I like this. Don Turnage is he's really one of the best referees out there. And I love that. Was there anything major happening? No. We're both girls swaggling out. And wow, right here, look at Alice scoring some big shots. You'd like to see maybe Alice go for a, step into a leg kick, then followed up with the hands. Right here, she goes in the body kick, does that. Alice's hands really look good.
Alice looking to add to her resume a KO, possibly tonight we could see that. Roxy looking for a submission to add a 1-1 to her record.
Yeah, it's both these, wow. Roxy has got great flexibility with that lead leg front kick.
And great head movement.
Yeah, very good head movement.
Very tight spot.
Yeah, she's getting low, she's moving her head around. Wow, and Alice Yauger went for an uppercut, just about scored. Roxy doing a really nice job. That's a good round, man. Both ladies.
It's a great round. I want to say this is a very worthy opponent in Roxy for Alice Yauger. Reason being, both women look to stand up, but this is a very difficult target for Alice to hit, although she is now 20 for 20, landing all of her strikes.
As my longtime dear friend and partner Antonio Perkins here is looking online at keeping up with stats and is fascinated, absolutely fascinated by the stats. I feel like I'm at a damn boxing match.
I'll tell you right now, I feel like we're watching Moneyball because it's all
It
about the
is
stats.
all about the stats right here. And with me is my statistician and partner, Antonio Perkins.
As we go into round 2, 3-minute rounds for Alice Yauger and Roxy Ceasear. I will continue to look at the stats and keep all of you fight fans updated on strikes, kicks, and ground control time.
Irregardless, my friend, that was a fun round. Round 2.
Alice Yauger coming out of the gate like
Yeah,
she's a
boy,
sprinter.
I tell you what, she comes in, she still touches gloves, but she takes the middle. Big right pop to the body by Alice, followed by a left body kick.
And taking the middle of the cage, what does that do for the fighter for the benefit?
Well, it gives you, for one, in a cage like this, it gives you more room to cut to switch angles, and possibly make your opponent. Thank you very much. Makes your opponent have to come to you, and if they don't come to you, then they're on their heels, and that makes you in a much better position as a fighter, in my opinion. But some people like to fight from a counter striking position. Alice. Wow, man, her hands are crisp tonight, Antonio.
You know, I'll tell you right now, Alice Yauger started off as a professional boxer, but, well, it was really karate. Then she transitioned into boxing.
Yeah.
The last 3 years that Alice Yauger has been a part of XKO, her hand speed, not just from the punch, but to bring it back and get into
that's
that
right.
guard, has been so much quicker.
She doesn't leave it hanging out there.
Exactly.
She's crisp. She gets it back. She works the leg kicks and everything, and she's really, really picking Roxy apart in this 2 legs, very nice leg kicks. Followed by a huge right, and this is what happens when you're doing this. You've hit 2 leg kicks, then you hit a right. All of a sudden, Roxy doesn't have an answer. Roxy's like, she's asking me questions. I got to come up with an answer, and I got to come up with it quick.
Definitely, Roxy, they're trying to fake it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Causing a little bit of blood. We already mentioned earlier that she does bleed, talking about Alice Yauger.
And I tell you, Alice would do real right there to hit the uppercut.
Oh!
And she's got to finish it now. Going in for blood.
Roxy is hurt. Going for the leg.
And she's trying to tie it up. I mean, this is desperation time for Roxy. Alice, and I was just going to say she needs to call for the uppercut. And she hit that uppercut, and right here, dominant position. Roxy has not had any chance to recover from this. She's taken elbows. She's taken forearms. Took multiple strikes. Alice now in a position, and I tell you, Alice is doing the right thing. I apologize right now. I mean, I like what she's doing right here. I really do. Because Roxy hasn't gotten her wits back. But you're fighting somebody who loves to be on the ground. And
right now, this is a rest period for them to regain.
That's right. And what I would, like to do, maybe hear from her corner, is Alice disengage, get back to your feet, let her come up because she does not know where she is still.
Right now, we are at about 30 seconds left into round 2.
Well, and what was a really close first round has just become a dominant second round by Alice Yauger, possibly a 10-8 round I would say a 10-8 round because of the knockdown and the follow-up here. Roxy, though, again, like you pointed out,
10
seconds, pointed out, you gave her a chance to recover by getting back into her guard. That's not where you want to be.
You want to make her stand up.
That's right. So here we go into the third round. Both women touch gloves. Alice Yauger looking fantastic on the punching. Striking is crisp, solid, and obviously powerful. But again, I would have had her stand up.
Both fighters going to their cage. Is Roxy going to be at full strength coming out of here, or is she still going to have some cobwebs left in there?
Well, I think she was smart. Alice allowed her to get her in her guard and to get a little bit of recovery. Now she's got a full 60 seconds of having nothing but recovery. I think she'll come out and listen to her coaches and at the very least have one thing in mind for her game plan as opposed to just being defensive. Alice did her a favor, I'm going to tell you right now. She did her a favor by going to the ground with her. She should have made her stand up, that's my opinion. Irregardless, Alice Yauger dominated the second round and looks fantastic.
If Roxy takes another shot early in the round, is that going to further cause more damage to the equilibrium?
It's hard to say. I mean, she doesn't. I mean, right now it's hard to say. I mean, she looks like her head's all. She's got her wits about her.
Here we are, third round. Scott Groff, Antonio Perkins, Alice Yauger, joined with Roxy Ceasear.
Yeah, that's what I like. That you've hit her in the head hard. Now you start working the leg. And Alice really, really landed some great leg shots.
Now, Roxy has a nasty overhand right. If she connects, it's definitely going to ring the bell with Alice Yauger.
That's right. And you notice Alice is being cognizant of that by ducking down, covering up, switching positions, changing the angles a little bit so she's not an easy target to get hit by. I'd like to see her throw that hard leg kick again. I know she wants to knock her out because she got so close to it in the first. But I think you set it up with a hard leg kick right here. I think Roxy knows she was wanting to knock her out, hit her with a leg kick, and then go to the head, my opinion.
Speaking about going to the leg, Stephen Wright, Alice Yauger's coach, is actually a K1 fighter.
Yeah, tremendous Dutch kickboxer, lived in Holland. He knows the game very, very well. Obviously been around the UFC a long time now as a coach. And a terrifically nice guy.
Definitely a lot of respect for Roxy to stay in there.
Wow, Alice Yauger now is teeing off. And this is where I want to see that uppercut because Roxy's now ducking her head. I'm calling for the 4-5 here. I want to see an uppercut.
Roxy's still in the fight. Head movement not as much
but
in the earlier rounds.
No, but her jab is still stiff. She's still very dangerous. She's a game opponent, and I give it, Roxy is landing jabs on Alice.
She's setting that jab up, and you already know when that jab is being set up, you can follow up with that overhand right.
Yeah, she tried to hit that spinning back fist. Alice didn't fall for that. But right here, this is, now there, she hit her with that overhand. Right to the side of Alice's temple. Could have been dangerous. I think right here, with me, Alice just needs to just buckle that leg and then follow it up with an uppercut. Or even an uppercut from here because she's got Roxy's head down. And I'm going to shut up and watch this. A lot of spring in Alice's step.
Some fighters just survive and throw punches. Roxy is not just surviving.
Absolutely
she's trying
not.
to counter. She's trying to take advantage. She's trying to score points.
Whoa, another big left by Alice.
Doing a little rope-a-dope against that cage.
Yeah, but that straight cross, that straight left, man, that really hurt her. As you can hear Stephen Wright every time she throws a kick.
No KO in round 2. Is it going to happen in round 3?
Big right by Alice. She's got to be careful she doesn't get counter-struck here. Wow! And they always do it. They always do it. Alice Yauger. What is it about Alice? What is it about the soccer mom? She always finishes off with a slobber knocker.
I got to tell you right now, in defense of Roxy Ceasear, she may be 0-1 coming into this fight. She deserves to be in the sport. She's a brawler. She's a fighter.
Oh, man. She put her...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored it 30-27. By unanimous decision, your winner, Alice Yauger!
Technical, crisp, fast, hard, everything. You about knocked her out with the uppercut. Roxy is really, really. Yeah, wait, no, you didn't tell the rest of the audience what you just said to me.
That chick is tough, my God!
And you'd love to see it. Roxy's gonna have a great career, terrific fight. Really, really took the punches well. But here you are, on a roll, on a win streak. Stephen Wright obviously changing your striking game quite a bit. You look as good as I've ever seen. I love you to death. Love seeing your husband up here, the support. What is next? Talk to me, the fans. What's going on here?
keep fighting. You know, I'm 37 years young. Yeah? I got the fighting shape from 200 pounds, 205 pounds, May 2013. I decided I wanted to fight again. My husband helped me get my shit together, and I had my first pro MMA fight November 2013. I'm not stopping now. I'm not stopping.
Listen, there ain't nothing else to be said about this interview. Congratulations. Enjoy it. I know we'll be seeing you soon. Alice, you're a fan favorite. Give it up one more time. Alice Yauger.
I want to thank my team, Stephen Wright, Warren Jim. He has turned me into another fighter. Professor Christopher Story with the ball of BJ Chin. He has turned my ground game around. My husband, Brian Yauger, baby daddy, sexy man. He helps me keep my shit together. Team Yauger, my kids, Caleb and Aubrey Yauger, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, Kim and Nick Yauger, thank you so much. I have an amazing team on Tim Stewart, Jimmy Fry, Sean and Danger Dobson, Christine Valentine. Thank you so much. Y'all helped me get ready for this fight. And my golf crew, Marisol, Cindy, Vanessa, Marissa, y'all helped me. Rashad, Terrell, thank you so much. And Kristen Dante David, Abby Carrick, thank you for supplying me with my supplements. Aaron Wahi for this back in this outfit that I didn't mean to flash over my. Thank you so much. If I forgot anybody, please help me out. Thank you so much.
All right, Alice, thank you very much. Congratulations again. All right, folks, while I'm in here, I'm going to call somebody up. I'm going to talk to her real quick. And we got a visitor in the house this evening. And, Julia, keep coming out here for just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody you haven't got a chance to meet yet. Hoping to meet August 27th at the next XKO. And this is this young lady walking to the cage right now. They call her the Raging Panda, Julia Avila, who is undefeated in MMA as an amateur, as a pro, and along her beatings have been none other than Marion Renault of UFC. With that being said, Julia's traveled down here from Oklahoma City, heard about XKO, the buses want to get her in here. And first of all, Julia, welcome to XKO. We're looking forward to you coming in August. But what we need to do, we got to find out if another 135-pound women want to come in here and face you come August.
I mean, I'll take on the men too. I could be anyone, so bring them on.
All right, I know firsthand from training with this woman, and granted I'm only 21, and but she is definitely worth the bill. Is there anybody off the top of your head that you can name that you maybe like to come in here and fight at XKO, show these fans what it is that you do?
I mean, I'll take Ronda Rousey. You should take Holly Holm. You bring them up again.
Okay, so folks,
Anyone who's out here, I'm ready for a fight. So I just need someone to step up.
right there, ladies and gentlemen, the Raging Panda made the drive down to be part of XKO tonight. She'll be here August 27th to fight. Question is, who's going to step up? You've seen her, 135 pounds. Let's see what happens. Julia, thanks so much. And folks, August 27th, next fight, XKO. We'll look forward to a great fight with Julia